Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai. All praise unto Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Wahar Rakakadash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone. Honor you brothers to be pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And all praise unto Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So I wanted to do this quick video going into the topic that you have here. And this is a proof that the word that's being spoken about here at Great Millstone is going out there. Even these wacky tacky Christians are having to to damn near they're having to change up certain things because the way it's being brought out so heavy. Okay, certain things are becoming obvious, and also too some of the lies that were taught over a certain amount of time, it's coming out that it was false. And this is an example of that. Okay, now we know a whole bunch of them wacky tacky Christians is gonna be destroyed, but we also know that just like how most brothers came into this truth, you might have been a wacky tacky Christian yourself, and you found the truth, and ultimately you came to be enlightened. But this is one of those things that they push out there within the so-called Christian church. And you can see it, you can see it now. That whole Christianity thing is falling apart. Okay, some of the so-called main principles that they were upholding, now they're having to change it up because why? Because the truth is out there. Okay, you can't, when you got it to where someone's selling, strong liquor and they're selling it for cheap and they're selling it and it's good liquor, you're not gonna have the people going out there for cheap wine. That's rubbish. That's like for expensive wine. That's rubbish. They're gonna go for the good stuff that's cheap, and that's what you're getting out here with Great Millstone. We don't sell breakdowns. We ain't trying to make merchandise. All right, you gotta pay your tithes. But we ain't trying to make merchandise for people. All right, and we give the truth is out there freely. Hell, before you even ask to give tithes, you get the truth out there for free, man. Okay, now when you come to a certain amount of understanding and how you're supposed to conduct yourself, all right, then you put your money where your mouth is. Because this truth is the bread of life. All right, your life does change when you come into this thing. So it makes sense to pay for the changes and the improvements that the Lord has bestowed upon you through his men who labor out here week in, week out. It makes sense to give them the fruit of the hand. Okay, the fruit that you make out there, your money and that, for the fruit that that benefits you for life. But with that aside, okay, this is one truth that they've had to buckle under because the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has been going out there. It says consecrated virgins went fury after Vatican tells them chastity not required after all, and that goes into the scripture here within the book of Revelations where it talks about the virgins. And what a lot of people, and this is one of the things out here within this world. People don't go into words. They don't go into the understanding of the scriptures. They don't go into nothing, or they just go crazy. And the flip side of it is a lot of the stuff that you have out there within the so-called Christian church. Like you got a whole bunch of harlots out there because everybody looks at the standard and like, you can't keep that standard. I might just go out there and freak off. So it either breeds some bugged out individuals or it breeds sluts and whoremongers, man. And that's what I've seen all my life. Whenever I'm around them so-called Christians, it's a bunch of hypocrites, a bunch of sluts, and a bunch of whoremongers, man. Okay? But when you go into the scriptures and you go into what's being really said, it's easy. All right? Revelations 14:4, and it says, these were they which were not defiled with women. And people read that and they think that's actually talking about women. Hold on a minute. Did not the different apostles that were on the scene that the Most High had mercy upon, some of them had women, man. Okay, you had it to where certain ones of them, the scripture says that, hold on a minute. The scripture says, if you're not willing to leave your family, okay, and your wife and your children and so on and so forth, hold on a minute. That means you would have had to dealt with a woman. That means if you're defiled with a woman. Okay, but this is talking about the women, and it's talking about here, this is talking about the different doctrines that you got out here. Because the different philosophies and the different doctrines that you got out here, whether it be Islam, whether it be the Christianity, okay, whether it be Hinduism, those are all different kinds of women. And the proof of that is when you go into the book of Jeremiah. I'm not going to get it for the purposes of time. I'll keep this nice, short, and sweet. Okay, but you go into the book of Jeremiah, do some more, you're reading on your own self. You go into the book of Jeremiah, the Most High likened Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, as a woman. And he said they are espoused unto him. And then he said, what? How is that gone out there whoring with these other gods, man? Okay, so guess what? That's when you're going out there whoring, then, you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. Okay, in a roundabout way. Okay, these different women, those are the different doctrines that you got out there. And these were they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. So the different philosophies that you got out there, it could be likened unto wine. It could be likened unto women. Okay, it could be likened unto sometimes it could be likened unto no, I keep it like that. It'd be likened unto women. It could be likened unto wine. All right. So the scripture might say, you ain't supposed to be drunken. And some people read it and they just, out and out, they're not drinking. And it says, hey, these were they that were not defiled by what? By virgins. But hold on a minute. The Most High said the women was going to be saved in childbearing. If they're saved in childbearing, then someone's going to be dealing with those women. And it means that man was going to make it. And through him, that woman was going to get salvation. Okay, but see, now it's coming out. Now, they might go through some bogus way of trying to express that. But that's the truth on the matter. I've just, I've broken it down to you. Okay, so, I'll call that the video. All right, so with that, I'm going to say, oh, praise unto Yahweh, Shimi Ashai. All right, double honors unto the apostles of GreatMillStone. All right, well, you know what? I was gonna close out there, but I want to hit some more precepts. Let me hit one more precept. It says, let's read, because I'm reading this here as I'm closing out. It says, consecrated virgins express their shock after outrage. All right, as Vatican suggested that the physical virginity is not the prerequisite of being the so-called bride of Yahweh Shai. And that's where it goes back onto, because it goes into the marriage. All right, let's go into the thing of the marriage. And also in the book of Revelations. This is going to pull up. Is it going to pull up a lot? Okay. Revelations 19. And let's start from. Okay, yeah, here we go. Revelations 19:7 says, let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife, all right, hath made herself ready. And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen and white, and fine linen. The fine linen is the righteousness of the saints. But hold on a minute, it's talking about a woman, all right? But then hold on a minute, the fine linen is the righteousness of the saints. So you got to read these things, and you got to know when it's being metaphorical, and you got to read this thing, and you think these things, and you got to know when it's being metaphorical. Okay, so the fine linen here in this stage was what? Metaphorical. Okay, and it's because it was what? The righteousness of the saints. And it says, and remember the scripture says that righteousness is of the Most High. in them, blessed are they in them that is found no guile. That's within the book of Revelations. It's like I'm a little bit rusty today, but I'll soldier on through. If you want the full breakdowns, you just go YouTube search GreatMillStone, the book of Revelations, and then you can get the full breakdown. I'm just touching on topics for the purpose of doing this video and making this small point. But if you want to get the full breakdown, the elders have done the full breakdown. And he saith unto me, right, blessed are they which are called unto the marriage and to the supper. And he saith unto me, these sayings are true. And there might be another one. Okay, there might be another one where it goes into it. But I mean, the point is made. Okay, some of this stuff is metaphorical, and they'll make a whole doctrine about that. And breed monsters out of that. Okay, so hopefully that was of edification. If you want me to go into that with more detail, I can do that. Just post the comments in the comment board. I'm gonna say praises unto Yahweh Shimi Ashai, Wahara Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles of GreatMillStone, and honestly, sorry, and just to clarify, when you pop a woman, that's really supposed to become your wife, okay? And then that's your wife, and then you go out here, you push this word, and then there's gonna be the spiritual marriage between Yahweh Shai and the 12 tribes of Israel, because the Lord ain't gonna be married unto all of these heathen nations. He said, "We are His fervent lover, Israel, not the whole world." but the nation of Israel, starting first and foremost, with the elect, okay, which are men. And through the men was going to be the women, the wives that they have, going to have mercy. All of these things are in the scriptures. Okay, anyways, I'm going to say, all praise unto Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, double honors, all praise unto Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, HaKadosh, double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, and worship brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity. Shalom.